let's get over here. Because we've seen this match once before, but it seems just a little tiny bit more broken. We have Eldrazi from Robert Cure versus TJ's Affinity.
What a shock. TJ's playing Affinity. Nobody saw that coming.
Not at all.
But there's some new spicy stuff. So, okay, like, Eldrazi's pretty much the same as it was, right? Like, what
Basically.
other stuff did they get to add into it?
Mental misstep.
Okay. I get, all right.
Like,
That's going to be the answer in each round, by the way. What can you add into your deck?
Mental misstep.
Mental misstep.
I mean, Eldrazi was just broken to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, just bringing back Ayavugan is enough to make it a contender.
Yeah.
Ugh,
So you've got deck lists there.
I do.
What's new out of the Eldrazi deck? Because Rob is a brewer.
Yes, he is.
He likes to brew. He likes to take decks that already exist and kind of make them his own. Oh
Yeah.
man, there you go.
Ooh,
Disciple of the
funky
Vault
flair.
right at the top. Jeez.
I guess we'll get to that one in a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Rob, he's got, Eldrazi Mimic, Matter Reshaper, Thought here, all the boring Eldrazi.
Sure.
And then Worm Coil Engine, sort of a
Okay.
boring Eldrazi,
Yep.
except it's not an Eldrazi, it's just as annoying. Oblivion Sower, Ulamogs, Smashers, Endless Ones, Emrakul. So really nothing new in the creature department. He's got Mental Missteps, and the card that I am really happy about, Thorn of Amethyst.
Thorn
Yeah,
of
that sounds really
Amethyst.
So he's really hosing those Delver decks and the Storm decks right in the main board.
Non-creature spells cost 1
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. So Thalia on an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but really,
That's sweet.
he's really just got nothing crazy in the main board.
Okay.
Seems pretty stock. He's also running the Cloud Post, Glimmer Post.
Oh,
okay.
Kinda deal.
changes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's some neat handwriting, by the way.
I know.
Jeez. You can read everything.
I think this is the most controlled deck I've ever seen Rob play. Everything seems just normal.
Yeah.
TJ showing us.
So what you're
The
saying is
fears.
we need No Ban Modern to have Rob be as normal as
Yes.
possible. with his
In the
deck
weirdest
building.
format possible. Yes. Rob doesn't do anything weird.
All
And
right.
then on TJ's side,
Our resident Affinity player, if you guys are familiar with Modern Magic Mondays, but a little bit of spice added in here for No Ban.
You get the artifact lands. That just makes everything so much more powerful in that deck. Your Arcbounds get more counters, your Cranial Platings just get ridiculously huge.
does the math get more difficult? Because I'm already against
Oh,
Affinity
definitely.
because of math.
It's something you're not used to thinking about either, is his lands all being artifacts.
Yeah.
It's something that you're going to miss.
Jeez.
Gosh, and then the TJ also runs Blood Moon out of the sideboard, and that just gets even more confusing too, because
Oh, yeah.
they keep their artifact types with Blood Moon out.
Oh,
So,
gross.
even more fun, confusing interactions.
Wow. All
And
right,
then what
so.
is Disciple of the Vaults?
Oh, yeah. See,
'Cause I remember playing it during the flashback drafts, but now I forgot.
I'm just saying, Disciple of the Vault, I've played a lot of Kitchen Table, and Disciple of the Vault is just fun. 1 black, 1/1 human cleric. Whenever an artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may have target opponent lose 1 life. So,
Oh, so with those Arcbound sacks and stuff.
Wombo
Yeah.
is what we call that.
Cool. I like that a lot, actually.
And then there's one more card that you get that is currently banned for a good reason, is Skull Clamp.
Oh, gosh.
So, you equip it to a creature, it gives it +1, -1, and whenever the equipped creature dies, you draw 2 cards.
Oh,
So,
great.
1 mana, draw 2. Sacrifice a
You
creature.
look like you need to refill your hand.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Get a trigger off your Disciple. It's great.
Jeez.
That's just what Affinity needs, is just more card draw.
I think this is, though, an interesting matchup, though. 2 creature-based decks.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the question is in a format where everything is open and nothing feels oppressive right now, at least, who are we rooting for? Are we rooting for the robots, or are we rooting for those dang Eldrazi we've seen?
Well, if it's like how it was during Eldrazi Winter, the robots were the good guys.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are the robots still the good guys tonight?
Oh, God.
Well,
It's hard.
Did we get the straw poll up so people
Oh,
can get their
no.
votes in?
I'm sitting
that
here
might help
chit-chatting.
determine. I mean, I love that whole Disciple of Vaults thing, but maybe it's also because I've been playing the Aristocrat deck, so I'm all about sacking stuff.
Oh, hey, Ivukin,
There it is.
Eldrazi Mimic, nice.
That's why that card got banned.
Yeah.
Alright.
Here's an artifact land.
First artifact land, taps for a blue, but he's just going to use that to help sneak out Vault Scourge, take 2 life for it. So it looks like a pretty normal opening,
Yeah, this is,
except for the land.
This is fine.
Oh, and look, here's my Eye and Temple.
Here's the Temple Thought
Can I
Knot,
see
dude.
what you've got going on?
If you haven't yet, get those votes in, guys. Let us know. Is it going to be Affinity? Is it going to be Eldrazi? I'm voting for us, guys, just so you know.
Disciple
2 votes.
Vault, Master of Ethereum,
And 2 Thought Casts and a land.
2 Thought Casts, and
Sure.
So TJ
I will swing
has a
4.
lot of card advantage in his hand right now.
Here's another artifact land.
and that was the card he drew too.
Thoughtcast.
Oh yeah, he drew the deck. Well, Vault of Whispers.
Mox Opal.
And another
This is
Thought
crazy
Cast.
Wow.
that you can cast them for 1.
Wow. Here we go.
Is this the cranial plating? Oh no, he doesn't have enough mana.
No, not yet.
Just jams the Disciple.
Here's
Ooh,
another
another
Vault
Another
Scourge. Wow, already at 12.
Well,
TJ going
13.
very wide. With the Cloud Post.
Thought Knot's here, getting frisky.
Already at 9 life from TJ's side. That is not a good sign. That's also a 6.
That is a 6.
No.
Just turned it upside down.
He flipped it around. There we go. So
Okay.
Disciple the Vault comes down.
Ooh.
There it is. Mental misstep.
Count 2. That might not be something TJ was ready for either, as a mental misstep coming from Eldrazi.
Ooh, okay, there's the Skull Clamp.
Cheat count 1 on TJ's side. The Skull Clamp definitely kills that creature.
Yeah. And draw some cards.
Which is almost what he wanted to do more than attack with it.
Yep, so TJ's going to go to 10, Rob to 16. Wow. Yeah, this is reminiscent to, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Where everybody didn't have fun unless they were playing Eldrazi.
What did we say? 40? At least 40% of the meta?
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Coming in for
Which was
6.
more oppressive than when Twin was in the format.
Still sad about that.
TJ gonna go down to 4.
It's not looking good on the Affinity side.
Pierce. This is what we're hoping for. Pierce instead of Swarm. And
Another artifact land.
Oh,
Arcbound
Ravager.
Ravager, uh-oh.
Volt.
TJ thinking about something.
yep. Well, how many artifacts does he have now? A whole bunch.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I believe. I can't tell what that land is on the far left. Sacks to that to the Ravager.
Yep.
Draws a card. Draws 2 cards.
It's
Adds
mana.
2 mana of another Ravager.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Not doing too much for him. I think he's just got more lands in his hand.
He's gonna tax.
Throws a Skull Clamp on that Ravager.
Okay.
Alright, and then he sacks it. So he gets 2 additional counters from that Ravager and gets to draw 2 cards.
Wow.
Alright, so TJ storming off.
Yeah, he's basically just kind of thinning out his deck. Hopefully, drawing. Oh man, he got another Vault Scourge.
Ugh. Sacks the Opal, plays another.
Taps the Opal. Show me Vault
There it
Scourge.
is.
Going to 2.
Oh man.
I think he may
Or
have
did he
used.
tap?
Yeah, he may have used that opal.
Okay.
Yeah, because he floated a mana.
Oh, okay, cool.
Crash.
Beach for 3.
Get me above the death range.
Until the Reality Smasher comes down
Yeah,
next turn. And it's just sadness.
Gross. Looks like Rob may be thinking about.
Yeah, he does run, I want to say, some form of removal. He runs 1 Dismember. So he could be thinking about that.
Yep. Basically, looks like he's got it. Yep, he's just gonna take it. It looks like.
Ooh, time to sack some more stuff.
No blocks.
So it looks like he's just going to go all in on the Vault Scourge. Affinity with a Merfolk sideboard.
Yeah. We got our Merfolk fan Muscle sitting in chat, saying, "Where's the Merfolk in No Ban Modern?"
Hopefully nowhere.
I don't know if there's anything that would benefit Merfolk and No Ban Modern.
Mental misstep.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what was I thinking?
So it looks like it's gonna be 9 total for TJ.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So he's gonna go to 13.
He's still...
Rob at 7.
Mm-hmm. TJ's still not in the best place, though. A Reality Smasher can really turn this around.
And Rob is gonna draw. Oh,
Or
Simeon
is this
Spirit Guide. What are you doing, Rob?
Oh, he's just going to go... Oh.
Oh,
That's also pretty good.
Ulamog. Wow.
And let's go to game 2.
Jeez.
Makes that mimic a 10-10.
Ew.
Nice guy, Rob. Makes TJ do all that math to try and save himself, and then just says,
Just to say, hey, look, I drew this.
"Remember that time you wanted to get away from Tron?
Can't
Too bad.
Avoid it. No bad.
Here's an Ulamog."
Tronless Tron.
Yeah.
The folk not in the store? That's blasphemous. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some sideboards. Let's see what we got going on. And Chris, you're gonna get to read one every round. I'm just
All
gonna
right,
say.
sweet. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So which one would you like?
Let's do Rob.
You want to do Rob? Go for it.
Alrighty. 2 Warping Whale, 2 All Is Dust, 2 Pithing Needle, 2 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Dragon's Claw, 2 Phyrexian Metamorph, a lot of 2s, 2 Spatial Contortion, and 1 Dismember. So what do we think Rob's bringing in? Definitely the Warping Whales. Gives a -3, +3, -3 to a creature. Kills everything in TJ's deck.
Yep.
He also is probably going to want the Pithing Needles for Ravagers and Cranial Platings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got maybe Phyrexian Metamorph to counteract TJ's Disciples, to make a copy of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then Spatial Contortion, another removal spell that he can bring in, and Dismember as well. I think you just want to kill other creatures, really. So let's see, definitely not All Is Dust. That doesn't
Yeah, that doesn't
that doesn't
seem
kill
like it
anything.
will.
I guess it kills Disciple, and that is it.
Oh, okay.
And so
I guess I'm up then. So TJ's got a pretty, looks like straightforward board with what he's got going on here. 2 Blood Moon, 2 Aethersworn Canonist, 2 Thoughtseize, 2 Whip Flares, 1 Aether Grid, 4 Chalice of the Void, and 2 Ancient Grud. So really, the main difference between this board and his normal board is the 4 Chalice in there. Like,
Everything
I
else
mean, I
is
guess the
pretty stuck.
Aethersworn Canonist, having those 2 of them in there is a little different too, but...
Mhm.
I mean, those are the big things. Blood Moons seem good against because Rob's like, all right, here's all my non-basics. I'm gonna cheat things out, so that seems pretty nice. Thoughtseize could help out now that he knows that he can ramp up into like Ulamog and stuff like that, and it's easy to cast off of all those great basics or lands that he's running.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, those seem like the main stuff worth playing here. I mean, Rob's not playing more than 1 card a turn usually, so the Canonist isn't going to help much.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much artifact stuff that he's worried about for Ancient Grudge.
Whip Flare doesn't seem good.
Yeah, Whip Flare doesn't do enough damage here. So, I mean, Blood Moon and Thoughtseize seem like the two sets that he'd be bringing in if he brought cards in this point.
Okay. We'll find out. Rob currently up 1 game with his Ayavugan Eldrazi deck against TJ's Affinity. If you guys haven't yet, hit that straw poll. Let us know who you think's going to take it. I believe the last time that I checked, we were sitting at 2 votes for Affinity, so we are currently wrong. If we cut it right now, we were incorrect. But that's okay. Oh, so it looks like Simian Spirit Guide, at least an eye.
Yeah, I see the eye.
Is it?
It looks like another red card.
Yeah.
Might just be the glare. I see 2 Glimmer Posts.
Okay, yep, this is why we got you here, Chris.
Oh, he did bring in the Metamorph.
He likes that card.
That card's good.
He puts it in a lot of his sideboards.
Card's great.
So, here's the blue artifact land. Here's a Vault Scourge going to 18.
I mean, it seems like a solid way to start things off because Lifelink is quite relevant when you're facing down like a creature-based deck like this. And hey,
this is another day in the park.
Pretty much the same thing that got played in game 1.
Yep.
Minus an Ornithopter.
Darksteel Citadel.
There he is.
Disciple of the Vault.
Followed by Thoughtcast. So pretty good turn 2 from TJ.
Yeah.
Did he draw his cards?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just missed it. Lightning fast.
Yep.
See, looks like Rob has a Ratchet Bomb in hand as well. That card
Oh,
do some work against Affinity.
Ratchet Bomb.
Brett had to deal with that one of these past Tuesdays.
Oh.
Ratchet Bomb.
Ratchet Bomb, Engineered Explosives, they can all just go away. Here's an endless one.
For 2 for free.
For 2.
I'll swing 2 across.
Dropping TJ to 16.
Rob follows up with that Ratchet Bomb.
Sure.
2.
How did he? A little curious as to how he cast it.
Yeah, Ratchet
Because
Bomb
it costs 2 mana.
Simeon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Another
Hey,
podcast.
Thoughtcast.
God. It really is
cards.
just last game.
Artifact land.
Oh, here it comes. Here comes the Blood Moon.
Blood Moon.
So this will significantly slow Rob down.
Crash.
It also shuts down a lot of Rob's spells, considering like Thought Knockseer and Reality Smasher need a colorless mana to
Yeah,
cast.
That's true.
And I don't believe he's playing any basics.
No waste at all?
He's playing 2.
Okay, I was going to say, I think I saw one in his hand
Okay, yeah.
last game, so...
But he just needs to hit those 2 before he can cast those.
But 2 out of 60, you know, those are
Not liking his eye.
pretty
And
good
you-
ratio,
And you
right?
don't have those thought casts or anything like that to help reload your hand. And, hey, look, here's
Here's
Mountain.
a basic mountain.
Naming Eldrazi.
No, dinosaurs.
I'm on the
Always
dinosaur
naming
plan.
dinosaurs. They should call it Cavern of Dinosaurs, actually.
I'm pretty sure if Rob could get away with it, he would do something with dinosaurs.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, didn't realize that. Robert's
Gross
Delight,
light.
dude. There he is. On camera.
In the flesh.
Crash.
4 damage coming across.
Still trying to cast them, though. TJ at 13. Rob at 19.
What we
Here
got
we
here?
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
thinking
3 mountains.
here is a Master of Ethereum. Just your normal.
Aren't they all mountains?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, so he's
I think he's
fixing it.
fixing it.
Saying I've got to actually tap this for blue because
Here's a blue.
those are mountains.
Here's
And
an
here's my
Ornithopter.
Flying boat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, Master of Ethereum 8/8.
Ugh.
Vault
Coming
Scourge
in for 2.
17 to 15.
Nice guy.
Still
Put some
trying to
dice up
cast
there.
them though.
Keep track of.
Yeah, it was really I did this was before I got yelled at by Brett and I snuck over here and I was watching this game and I have never seen these guys struggle with cards they play with every day.
Here's another basic mountain. Just kidding.
He already has one.
Oh, good point.
So it would
Yep.
the legend rule still applies.
Oh,
Just kidding.
tap this mountain.
Okay, Mana Reshaper.
He's got a Reality Smasher too, so 2 cards he can't cast right now. And a couple lands. He does have that Metamorph though. There's not a lot of saucy targets for it right now though.
Looks like Rob maybe wants to check the Oracle text on Blood Moon, asking TJ, hey, so is this all of my lands that aren't basics?
Yeah,
they're mountains.
they're mountains, so I can't tap them for what they're supposed to be tapped
Okay,
for.
alright,
Yeah.
yep. Mm-hmm.
We got it. Cheat count
Nope.
15.
You still,
Yep.
still
Can't do
wait.
that.
You're right. I cannot.
Uh-huh. Well.
And now, I mean, this also shuts down combat now that the Master of Ethereum's out.
Mhm,
Because
right.
before, like, Rob's like, all right, I'll poke in 2, here's 4 damage, and now here's an 8/8.
There's a brick wall.
Yeah.
No.
I guess I just pass.
And that's going to hang out there with the Ornithopter.
Yep,
Ornithopter is now a land.
always.
There's the Ravager.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can deal 8 damage. It's not quite enough.
So TJ jokes and says Affinity is just 56 bad cards and 4 good cards. Right? So does this deck now with no bans whatsoever, is it just all 60 good cards? Does everything get better with the lands and skull clamps
I think the mana base has definitely gotten better because it helps everything else out that you're trying to do normally.
right.
But maybe it's not up to 60 good cards.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah,
like 20.
Yeah, 'cause,
20, yeah, 20, 40.
Ornithopter's not good.
Oh, come on. When a Blood Moon is on field and the drum, come on. Ornithopter's great. Ratchet Bomb.
Looks like he brings it up to 2.
I'd like to, yeah. And lose a life.
I'm going to drain you to death now.
Yep. Rob to 14. TJ at 17.
Yeah.
Just waiting to see what else he was gonna do.
This is where all the math comes in.
My favorite.
Let's see, so he sacks the Ravager.
Gonna drain you.
Okay, so Rob sacrificed the Ratchet Bomb for 2.
Interesting.
Yeah, you think the Blood Moon would be a little more of a problem,
Yeah, Blood
but
Moon.
he might have a
sure.
plan.
And it might also be that he's so worried about all the artifacts that we're starting to build up that getting rid of your sack outlet will help stem the tide for a little bit.
Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He also did shrink the Master,
Yeah.
which could matter.
TJ with another master in hand.
Rob looking up a card.
Yep, hold on. Time out. I gotta check this Blood Moon again.
Oh man, what are the odds that Rob's looking up one of his Japanese cards that are in his hand right now? He does that from time to time.
This is,
What did this do again?
oh, this is mental misstep. It does.
Oh yeah, when we went up to the Open on Sunday, he was selling cards, and the guy that was buying them from Star City asked Rob, he's like, "What is this card?" And Rob's like, "Oh, I have no idea." So,
I don't know. Let's look it up.
yeah, they had to ask somebody else because it was Japanese, and nobody could read it.
It was. That looks to be some sort of cons card, maybe?
Cons card. Could it be a sideboard card?
It looked like it had one of the con symbols. Maybe it could have been the Phyrexian symbol, though.
Okay.
So here's the Metamorph. He's going to become a copy of Master Ethereum.
He paid 2 life, of course.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty difficult when you got a Blood Moon out.
11 to 17.
Another master.
Oh, no. Yep. This is all fine.
Oh man, TJ's now in the role of big, beefy creatures.
Crash.
Jumps with the Metamorph.
And
he
okay,
swings
all right.
Alright,
So
I've seen enough.
it. On to game 3.
Nice way to tie it up here. I mean, Blood Moon, good card.
Great card.
But it's like, it was really nice of TJ to be able to get both of the Arcbound Ravagers out.
sure.
Because that really made Rob have to make the choice. What is more important to kill right now? The Blood Moon and the Master, or the Arcbound Ravagers?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if making the other play would have helped him any, because...
Yeah, because then he would just be staring down the 2 Ravagers.
Yeah, staring down the Ravagers and all those artifact lands and other artifacts are just... It makes it really difficult.
Yeah.
And his hand didn't seem that great of like, alright, getting rid of Blood Moon, okay, here's a mana reshaper and stuff. Like, now that's not really where he's hoping to be.
And this is just such a weird format, really, that you can't really go with your gut, which you think, like, what you know is going to happen, because he could just play something that you've never seen in your life.
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys.
Okay,
This is the uncomfortableness. The neuroses coming out for me. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Wild West of Magic.
It is.
The
It
McCree.
really is.
The McCree.
It's high noon. So we've got Eldrazi and Affinity both sitting at 1, going to game number 3. If you haven't yet, get those votes in. Let us know. Is it gonna be our robot overlords, or is it gonna be the Eldrazi overlords?
So do we think there's any sideboard changes that they're going to make between these 2 games?
I don't think TJ's gonna, like, we looked at his board, there's nothing else impactful that he'll want to bring in.
I think
I feel the same.
Yeah, honestly, I think whatever they have, there's nothing in Rob's sideboard that says, how can I deal with this differently?
Yeah.
You know? I didn't see any sort of enchantment removal.
Mm-mm. No, I don't think he's
Um,
particularly ready to beat a Blood Moon.
So maybe
No,
he
I
wasn't
think it's
expecting
just-
a Blood Moon.
Yeah, it's like the Ratchet Bomb's his only way to really deal with that kind of
Right.
enchantment stuff. And maybe he's just hoping that that'll be enough. But now he's on the play, though.
True.
Yeah, which makes a world of difference.
So, yeah, I mean, that, like, that eye into Temple, like, turn 1 Mimic into Thought Knot.
Look, I'm just
would
saying,
be
if he
great.
gets Eye Mimic again, there's something wrong with the deck. But it looks like he's got 2 Mental
He
Missteps.
does.
Matter Reshaper. I did see a Reality Smasher as well.
I think he's going to ship it,
Yeah,
though. I
no.
think I saw a couple of Glimmer posts, which just don't really do it.
I'm trying to cheat big creatures out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to play fair magic here.
A 3-drop on turn 3 is just not that fun.
Both
It's
players
going down.
going down to 6.
Affinity's mulligans get a lot better, though,
Hmm.
with this, because they get Skull Clamp, and Thought Cast is a lot easier to cast.
True. Because your lands count towards that.
Yeah.
How many cards do you think TJ is going to drop this game?
2.
2? It seems to be...
3-2 is going to
Yeah.
be what we saw the previous game. But I'm saying he's going down to 6.
Endless
I'm saying
One.
2.
There's an Eye.
There it is. Oh,
And
There
it
wow,
is.
that's it. Table flipped. I don't even. Hold on, can I do this?
You can. There's a command.
Is it one word?
It's probably exclamation table flip.
There it is. Forget it.
And
Oh,
the
he
temple.
did
And
three.
Oh wow, this is it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and there's the blood moon.
Please hit an Arcbound Ravage.
Rob got the hand that he was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
He's just gotta
Smasher in
smash it.
hand. With the Phyrexian Metamorph, let's make a copy of it. Sure.
So he says,
Crash.
sorry,
This
get
looks
rid
like
of
it
that.
might be a quick one.
Ouch. I mean, that's a great hand for TJ too. Like,
Oh,
if there
definitely.
was not that Thought Knot,
Oh yeah.
this turn we would be seeing Blood Moon because he does have the Springleaf Drum out and stuff.
Draws
One.
misstep, I believe.
Just one land. Oh,
Oh.
perfect. Reality Smasher.
Copies.
Yep. And this
Bring the
is
beats.
the format
14
that we just left.
damage coming across.
Everybody misses this. Who doesn't miss
Yeah.
Ibugen, really?
It's like, yes.
TJ just takes it.
I'll go
I
with
am
2.
at 2.
Oh.
And wow. This is
I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this. I'm like,
Jacob coming up just in the nick of time. Man, so Rob's gonna get that.
I mean, it's plays like that that I'm so glad that is not possible anymore.
2
Um,
2-1.
Wow, just to think that was only a couple months ago.
that deck.
Wow.
Can't handle it.
Interesting.
Not fun.
But it still shows that you don't really add a couple mental missteps in here, and the deck is the same as it was.
We're good.
Like,
Huh.
well, we got to see the coolness that is the new Affinity for No Ban.
Yeah.
And we got to see a little bit of the power of it with him being able to just like cast Thought Cast constantly because all your artifacts power it up. We didn't get to see any kills off the Disciple of the Vaults, but
That would've been
got
fun.
to see a little bit of damage and see what he was trying to do with it, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, you get to see the real reach of that deck. Just of how many cards he can draw, how many permanents he can play, just how wide it goes. I just couldn't finish it off on that game, that first game or the third game.
Oh, I don't even know if we can
Insane
consider
draws.
that third game. He Rob mulliganed into that hand.
Yeah.
And
I mean, TJ Mulligan, his hand was solid too, but
yeah,
just like
it just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, couldn't get there. So that was 2 rounds down. We've got 2 more rounds and then a cut to top 4.
Yeah.
So still 4 more to go for you guys to be able to enjoy with us. So why don't we jump into round 3?
Works for me.